Everybody, month 1 is done. Chill challenge. People are sending me questions about how to interpret your results. Check out that video. It's linked in the Facebook. Have a look at that. And then today I want to talk about people's questions. People are sending me questions. They're sending me their inches lost. We're getting inches lost all over the place. So congrats on you for that hard work. I want to address these questions in this video and tell you guys kind of my plan for you and moving forward and what to expect from your results and your inches lost and your progress. And again, looking back to how to interpret it. So, okay, let's get this video going. Why we take photos and measurements monthly. Now, I'm going to talk about this real quick. Just understand why we take them. It's because you yourself are your own coach along with me. You're also your own sculptor of your own body following this program. So you need to analyze it that way and use it as this first word, guidance, right? Don't beat yourself up at all. Just understand that is the work you're doing matching the result goal you want. So that picture of your physique you want in your mind's eye. Are you doing that work? If not, you're just looking at your measurements and photos and saying, you know what? I guess I'm just not there yet. What if I bump it up 10%? Be progressive when you analyze it, okay? Because you are the sculptor of your own body. You put in the effort. You have all the tools, all right? So if you're doing the work, then you can analyze. That's why we take these photos and measurements. Now, improvements. When you're looking at your improvements, you want to be like, what are my limiting factors? What's holding me back? You know, you might have a busy job and you're trying to fit in all this food and work. Well, I'm here to help you, all right? So message me. Other limiting factors are maybe you just keep skipping workouts. Maybe your lifestyle factors are not in order and you're not prepping your food and you're lazy and you're just randomly doing this and randomly doing that. Well, people never randomly got fit, but you can randomly get a little bit chubby, okay? So recognize your limiting factors and improve them. So just be honest with yourself. I'm just not putting in the work, but you know, maybe I got some inches. Good, be proud of that. I'm not saying don't be proud of the inches that are lost, but maybe it's just not what you want. Limiting factors. Okay, seeing your photos. Seeing is believing. When you're looking at your photos and actually comparing your start to 30 days, this can really hit home. You might really like what you see. You might not see any change at all. Again, it goes up to, are you putting in the work? And it just might open your eyes to be like, you know what? I'm going to go all in this month, baby. That's why you take the photos and you look at them. Measurements, seeing is believing. When you're looking at the inches lost, it's a huge motivator. If you're something like, man, I'm dropping inches. This is kick ass. I love it. What if I put more in? What if I go all in? What if I add 10, 20% effort? What if I fix some limiting factors? You're going to increase your chances of winning and getting inches lost, okay? Plus, this mid-range score decreasing, you are banking years, baby. Banking means you're adding years to your life every time you decrease that mid-range score. Now we're going to talk about some other things I want you to look at that are going to be really beneficial as well to see if things are working as well. So improvements to look for besides just weight and inches, okay? I'm not a big fan of looking at body weight. If it's coming off, hey, you're doing good. All right, I'm more about inches, but improve sleep. If your sleep is getting better, it's because you're getting more nutrient-dense food, you're recovering from the workouts, you're decreasing cortisol, and improved sleep is going to set you up for body repair and fat loss. So sleep is key, man. Clothes are fitting looser. If your clothes are getting looser, you are dropping inches. That's a sure sign. Plus, you're also probably getting compliments like, damn, like, what are you doing? Right? That's another one. More energy. Yay, just feeling good. More vitality. That's because you are repairing and sleeping and doing what you're supposed to do. More confidence. This could come in. You got more cardio capacity. You're like, damn, you know what? I'm getting better at cardio. This is good. Heart health, baby. Lungs, feeling good. More strength. Maybe you started out with a certain weight for 10 reps, and all of a sudden you're doing 10 reps, and you're like, that was easy. You're getting stronger. This is another positive sign and improvement. Decreased sugar cravings. Now, this is leading into the next thing I want to talk about, which is subcutaneous fat and deep visceral fat and our mid-range score. And I'm going to talk about insulin resistance and how this program is reversing it. I'm all about the long game. I'm all about let's get some years to our life. I am not about the quick fix, because this program is about setting us up and challenging us for 60 days. Okay, so let's go into that. Insulin resistance. So really, in a nutshell, because I don't want a friggin' huge, long video. So insulin resistance is the body just not recognizing the glucose, the sugar you get from food. It just is like, I don't understand it. I don't know what it is. I don't recognize it. It's like the key to the body. So here, that's called normal insulin metabolism. Let's say you ate protein, you had some yams, you had some big cup of veggies, you had some green leafy veggies, and then you had some fat, some olive oil all on top of that. Okay, a nice nutrient dense, high fiber meal. You should feel nice and full and satisfied from this. Okay, so you eat it, goes in the body releases insulin into the bloodstream. That opens up the intracellular glucose cell, and your food goes in here and you feel good. Okay, so this is a normal functioning body. The body is recognizing the glucose. It's in here. It's saying, okay, thank you very much. Someone who is insulin resistant, they eat all this food, but the body's not recognizing the insulin key. It's like, what's going on? I can't open this. I can't open the cell to put all this food, all this ATP, all this energy from food. And then it tells you, eat more, crave sugar, crave it. And you start to get hungry. As soon as you ate a whole meal, you're hungry again instantaneously, or you crave sugar right away, like sugar. And look this is all this food. You're just eating all this food, but your body's not recognizing the insulin. So you're resistant to it. It's not going into the cell to help you recover and repair. And you're in trouble, man. You're going to be in a caloric surplus. You're going to start gaining deep visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. And down the line, that's type 2 diabetes. So, scary. So I want to go into a calculation on what you guys can do, which is pretty cool. So let me just pop this up right here. So here it is. It's a waist to height ratio. Now, don't freak out. Just do this calculation. I want you to use your starting number. Here is an example. So, waist in inches divided by height in inches. So, do that math first. Example, waist, the smallest point of your waist. Okay, it's not your belly button score. It's the smallest point. All right, because it's getting over the abdominal wall. 40 inches. Okay, that's a pretty big score. Divided by 65 inches. That's a 5'4" individual, equals 0.66 score. So that is your score, and that is very high risk. So a score of 0.50 is the start of risk factors for insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance. It's the start. It's still it's in control, but it is the start if you get here. Okay, so anything higher than a 0.53, you are having problems with recognizing insulin. So your insulin sensitivity is hindered and you're trending insulin resistance. And we don't want that, because you're going to start gaining deep visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Now let's go into what is deep visceral fat. This is deep visceral fat. All right. So this is the deep stuff. So subcutaneous is the skin. So that's just under your skin, but this is stuff around your organs and around your intestines and around all the inside. And this is what makes you big in the inside, okay? This gives that rock hard belly look. It's all puffed out and distended. Okay, that's visceral fat, and this will kill you. This is the stuff we decrease, and this is why inches lost in the mid-range is going to save your life. Do not focus on body weight. That will take care of itself. It will, trust me. But losing the inches here, you're banking years. Take another look at this picture. This is under the x-ray, or we'll just call it that. So this is subcutaneous. Here's your fat that's under the skin. All right, so this is why we do the shoulder measurement. Okay, because there's fat on the shoulders if you're pretty fat. Okay, and then there's arms. There's the adipose tissue in the arms. We reduce that. Look at the lean tissue. Look at the inches lost. This person could be just trim. All right. And now this is why we do upper chest and back. Because look at, here's the back measurement up here, and here's chest measurement. All right. Now look inside. All this yellow is fat. And that's just on the outside. Deep inside around the intestine, There is so much fat. You can see the fat around the organs. You can see the fat everywhere. And now the fat around here is also pushing out the fat around the subcutaneous, around the hips and the buttocks and the legs. So subcutaneous and visceral fat is worse, man. We need to get this down. You get this down, the body starts to regulate and starts to kick butt. And then you start to get very good insulin sensitivity. And that's how you can reverse insulin resistance, is by exercising, contracting muscles. Contracting muscles is going to help you use carbs and fuel, all right? So you got to move, you got to lift some weights, you got to do your cardio, you have to be active, and you have to have better lifestyle choices. All of this is in this program, you guys. So that is what I got. I want you guys to look at that. It's crazy. So here's your calculation again. All right, do this calculation, and then you can redo it after you've done the 30-day calculation. And if this is reducing, you are improving your risk factors. You are beating insulin resistance. If this number's getting lower, that is a number one sign you are winning. Another sign is your mid-range score. Is that getting lower? You are winning. You are adding years to your life. You are winning. You're decreasing that. You're getting rid of that insulin resistance, and you are recognizing food. And now over time, as you start to get more fit and lose that deep visceral fat, subcutaneous fat and body weight take care of themselves. And now you're able to eat more food. You're able to exercise better. Your heart and your cardiovascular health is in better shape. You are kicking butt. But it all starts now in this 60-day challenge. I call it a challenge because I just want you to challenge yourselves. Help yourselves. Everyone's going to be different on where they are at, but you guys can do it. It is all up to you, and you are kicking butt. That's what I wanted to talk about today, you guys. You have the power to reverse insulin sensitivity. You have the power to do all that. Now, the last questions was body composition. People are saying, I'm not losing weight. Well, here's a picture of your coach. Okay, everyone's all about weight. So this is me with deep visceral fat, subcutaneous fat everywhere. 211 pounds, this dude, in my 20s. And this is me, 47. I don't got no more visceral fat. I have some subcutaneous right here, and it's okay. We get old, we get some subcutaneous, but I always say if I can see a little bit of my abs, I'm doing good. And if I want to tighten up, I just change a little bit of lifestyle factors, tighten up my food, and I'm tight. But this is a body recomposition. This is the body recognizing what food is, what rest is, what workouts are, and my insulin sensitivity, my insulin resistance is gone. I had it bad here. Here's another picture of a client of mine who kicked butt, who had it, couldn't, just cardio bunny, cardio, just couldn't get in shape. This is cardio. This is boatloads of cardio. This is weight training, eating way more food, doing cardio a little bit here for heart health, just not a lot, managing their insulin resistance, improving it a ton. The body weight loss is just a little bit. She's in prep here, obviously, so she lost some weight, about 10 pounds, but she lost a ton of inches and a lot of deep visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. So the inches lost were huge, but the body weight was not. It just took care of itself once we fixed and repaired her. This is called body recomposition, and this is what you guys are doing. Some of you lost 12 inches, but your body weight stayed the same or just dropped 2 pounds. You are winning if this happens. You are winning, okay? That's what I wanted to talk about. Sorry this was a long video, but I'm so passionate because I'm seeing like big numbers dropping off you guys. Do not beat yourselves up. Recognize your limiting factors, improve them, go for it. It is up to you. It is also up to you to go the opposite direction, right? That's the easy route, quitting, right? You don't want the visceral fat. You don't want that. You want years in your life. All right, you guys, let's go. This is just the beginning. We got a long ways to go.